Hi, Willow. Are you ready for a bedtime story? Or an anytime story? Or just because your mom loves you story? Let's read Where the Wild Things Are. Now, this book is a really special book. It's been around since Memom was a little girl. And it was one of my very favorite books. The story and the pictures are all done by Maurice Sendak. And it's very famous. You see this? It's a Caldecott medal, which means that millions and millions of children all over the world have gotten to hear and read and see and love this story. And I hope you love it too. Are you ready? All right. Oh, you can even go get your book and read it with me. Where the Wild Things Are. Oh, look at all the wild things. Oh, do you think he might be the wildest of all? Maybe. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind and another. Look at Max. What's that? What's Max doing? His mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said, "I'll eat you up." So he was sent to bed without eating anything. No dinner. That very night in Max's room, a forest grew. And grew. Look how much forest there is. What's that? Is that a tree? And look, there's the moon. And there's Max. And grew until his ceiling hung with vines and the world became the walls all around. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through night and day. See, Max is in a boat, and it has his name on it. What color is Max's sail? Is it yellow? And in and out of weeks, and almost over a year, to where the wild things are. Look, there's a wild thing. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. Oh. Till Max said, "Be still," and tamed them with the magic trick of staring into their yellow eyes without blinking once. And then they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all. Look, oh, he made them all be still. And made him the king of the wild things. And now, cried Max, let the wild rumpus begin. Oh, and look at them. They had a rumpus. And they're hanging from the trees and they're climbing away. Do you think they're having fun? I think so. Oh, look at this one. Where's Max? Do you see Max? He's riding on the monster. Now stop, Max said, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely and wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then all around, from far away across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being king of where the wild things are. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please, don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." And Max said, "No." The wild things roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye. There's Max. He's waving bye-bye. Bye-bye. And sailed back over a year and in and out of weeks and through a day. And into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him. And it was still hot. How about that? What did you think of our story? What did you think of the wild things? They're kind of cool, huh? Do you know what? I love you most, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. And I am sending you kisses, lots of kisses. Good night, sweet girl.